know, about 16 months ago, I was basking in anonymity. And then in 9 minutes and 59 seconds, that kind of went away when I had the audacity to say that you can't be a Catholic and a Democrat. Because the Democratic Party is against every single Catholic teaching that we have. Now you'd think that the bishops would support that, but that's not exactly what happened. 10 days later, the bishop came out with a press release, which he then later lied to my face and said it was never intended to be public. What is a press release? Right to my face he said that. Anyway, but in it he said he speaks the undeniable truth. So he didn't deny what I said was true. But he said that I don't like his manner and tone. Well, tough. We've had too many pansies in the episcopacy for too long, and that's why What finally got me canceled. I did not see it. I didn't see it coming the first time. I didn't see it coming the second time. I had the audacity to speak the truth, that our bodies are the temple of the Holy Spirit, and we do not, I told the congregation, my people, don't be anybody's guinea pig. Don't be a lab. Within days, I once again appeared on the front page of the La Crosse Tribune, which has a special website just for me. I saw that it made it great to all, it was all everywhere. So I said, thank you for spreading the news that I had no way of spreading myself, because even my bulletin was in the Madison newspaper down there. I thought, thank you. We got to turn their evil into our good. What I'm here today is to speak about another truth. You can see it on TV all you want, but when you see it live and in person, what a difference. What a difference. I was down on the Mexican border yesterday. I just flew up this morning. I had to be up at 4:15, so if I stutter or I'm inarticulate, I'm sleepy. And I saw with my own eyes what is going on down there. And I'll describe to you simply one event, which is this, that as we arrive, all of a sudden, around the bend, here comes a raft of Mexicans trying to smuggle drugs into our country. And they had their little helpers over in the woods across it. It was no further away than that back wall where we were. And immediately, two border agents in their trucks come descending upon it, and the choppers coming flying overhead. And they turned back, and they were laughing and mocking us, standing there watching all this. And the reason is, you might think, oh, well, they succeeded. They stopped them this time. But in our undermanned, unprotected border, they do this intentionally. They'll send these rafts or groups of people over to divert the attention of the few people we have, leaving all this area over here unguarded, whereupon they can very successfully bring across drugs and children for sex trafficking purposes. And if you haven't heard before, hear it now. I think last year was the first year this ever happened that the revenue from child sex trafficking exceeded that of the illegal drugs. And the reason is, you sell the drugs, well, one time it's used up, you have to still try to get it across the border, but you can sell the child half a dozen times a day. And that's the truth. And goddamn the administration that isn't protecting our border and protecting these children. So, how did this all happen? I'm not going to go into the big history, but I was when Barack Hussein Obama was first elected, the puppet of the day. It was about a month before he took office, where he was in this Grant Park in Chicago. I think there's about 1 million people there, and this is what he said: "We are a month away from fundamentally transforming America." He was a communist. I hope you understand this. That Community Act, that community was a community organizer. That was a communist organization, and they were spreading communism. So anyway, so he says that. And then when people started to oppose him, what did he say? Elections matter. My dear family, they do. We heard about it all today. These elections do matter, and that's why they're cheating. Because they know if they were honest elections, we would win, and they do matter. We saw how it mattered under Trump, didn't we? 3 Supreme Court justices. I say this, and I almost believe it, that God smote Ruth Bader Ginsburg in the nick of time. In answer to our prayer. Here's something that I just learned yesterday. She died on Rosh Hashanah, I believe it is. And so they had her cremated, which is not something you're supposed to do, apparently. And she was apparently the first woman to ever lie in state in the Capitol. You know how they do. Except her ashes were in that box. There's a big show. For what? For a woman who, for 40 years, supported the murder of our babies? She lies in state. I know where she's lying now, but it's a little warmer. Now we have elections mattering again, and elections have consequences, as Obama said, and we have the current puppet of the puppeteers. Won't go into that. But by the way, I was down there with General Flynn and with the former head of ICE, and they were all on the bus. General Flynn sat next to me, and we talked for about an hour. I did a little inside scoop, and he confirmed everything I've always said. But so we get Biden now. He's now the new puppet of the puppeteers who are controlling everything, including the media, because you control the media, you control the message. And look what he's done. Look how it mattered to us now, because in 1 year, look what it's destroyed the border. And some of the statistics that I was learning, that it's at least 2.5 million, perhaps double, that have come across that border in 1 year. At least 600,000 plus are, they call them, it's not getaway, but that's kind of what it means. I was close. God, thank you. And by the way, I'm just privileged to be here with you and all the rest of you. It's database. I learned that term yesterday. And there's over 800,000 have been catch and release. And one of the, just to be caught, so you get caught, you have to have some sort of an ID, and then they use their criminal record. No, I'm not making this up. And then they get released. Elections matter, and we have to do everything we can to protect them. Because people like Biden, who's, God, you've heard me say it, many of you, God gave us a brain, He expects us to use it. Well, He doesn't have any brain left. I'm talking about Biden, not God. Just what? Oh gosh, yeah. So who's running the show? Who are the puppeteers? We've got to pay attention to that and learn a little bit more about it and learn a little less about the football statistics. You wonder why the country's in the shape it's in. It's because people they're not patriotic. They don't, listen, faith, family, flag. Anyway, so the person that knows a lot more about the child sex trafficking than I do is the third special guest that I'm supposed to introduce. And his name is Juan Osada. But before he comes up, I have to tell you, and I mean this very sincerely, you cannot record video or sound. Please turn everything on. Everything. Please do it now. Don't let it